Okay. All right. I'm hoping. All right. Welcome. Don't know what a clusterfuck again. I tell you. Sometimes I don't know what in the hell I'm doing. Okay, there we go. That's the one. All right. Well, welcome to Rick's Life as I See It. I'm the only one here, by the looks of it, at the moment, because I screwed up yet again. But there we go. That's that's what happens. You know? Oh well. Let's see if anybody shows up. Been going for almost 3 minutes now. You know? So we'll see how it's going. You know? We go back to here. We take this one. And we go this one. And we go this one. And we go that one. And we go that one. And we go back to this one. Yeah. All right. There's new mail out there, guys. Where is everybody? Aha! Kingpin. Hey, I messed up. I messed up. I sent out about 3 emails. We had to set it about. I was doing a technical difficulties tonight yet again, but I'm here. I don't know where Outcast is here. He said I'll be a little late, so hopefully he will show up. But right now, you just got me. I'm afraid. Welcome to another Wednesday night of Rick's Life as I See It. I do apologize for last week. You know, so there we go. And I was feeling under the weather last week. That's why I didn't have a show. And well, basically, that's my reasoning, and I'm sticking to it. No, I was feeling a little bit under the weather last week, not all 100%. So you know, it's all right. I'm in the middle of doing something here, and I don't know what in the hell I'm doing. So I'm just I'm trying to do 3 things at one time, and it's not working out. So let me get back to what I was doing. Here we go. So welcome to Gun Hobo, Kingpin, Squib Load, Gizzard Gary, glad you all could make it on my little mess up today. So there we go. Anyway, I don't have a lot to talk about today, so it could be a very quick show. And I've got it. We're meant to be up in the. We're meant to be dry tomorrow. A little bit of sun. I've got 50 rounds of 380, so I'm going to go shoot my carry gun tomorrow down at my friend's house. Get some practice in because my God, I need it. I think I told you all guys last time I was on the show. It's been so long since I shot. Let's put it this way. I hope nobody attacks me because I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn right now. I mean, that's a lie. I mean, when I first started, it was bad. I could hit the target, but not, to me, as long as I can get it in sort of like a 6-inch circle and center mass, I'm happy. Towards the end of last time I was shooting, I was doing that. But before that, hell, they were all over the place. I was hitting the target, but not where I wanted. So that's why I'm going to practice again tomorrow. Defense that I try only 2 things at a time. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried 3. 2 is pushing it for me too. So, but anyway, so that's my what to call it? What I'm doing so far. I've been lazy. What's new for me? My 357s that messed up on me. That I haven't gone through them yet to make sure these are okay and shit. And I should have done that because I would have shot that tomorrow too. But I don't. That's the only 357s I got at the moment. So it's going to just be a 380 day. I mean, I could take. I guess I could take my 1911 with me. I got 45 ACPs coming out of Yin Yang, so I could do that. I suppose. But I'll play it by ear in the morning, see what I feel like. But I'm trying to think what else has happened. Not much, really. Not much. It's been a January's been a long month. I know it's the 31st today, but it seems to be dragging on and on. Which don't get me wrong. I don't want to wish my time away because the older you get, the faster it goes by. But damn, it just seems to drag on this month. So so I'm glad to see February get here. Oh, next Wednesday night. I think it's next. Is it next week? Let me look at the calendar. Yes, next Wednesday. It's my birthday when I do the show. So there we go. Something to look forward to, guys. Being here in the show on my birthday. And oh, who else is anybody else showing up yet? No. It's just ha. Squibload, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Good to see you. So, you changed your avatar. Been a while since I've seen it. That's why I was saying it.
Yeah, you've been out of it for a while.
Yeah. All right. So, life treating you good?
No real complaints. First world problems.
Yeah, we all have those. So, how's the truck running?
Fine.
Okay, I'm just curious because you got it under the warranty and all that. I just want to make sure everything else was fine with that. So hey, Raphael's in the house. How you doing? So yeah, New York said he would be here, but he'll be late.
He's busy burying a body for the neighbor chicks across the street or something again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, supposedly helping him with the dog. Wasn't that the story he used last time?
Yeah, he's got one for all that. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's where we're. I'm trying to think. There was something I was going to talk about tonight, and I can't remember. It crossed my mind earlier today, and I said I'll bring that up. I know I should have wrote it down, but there we go. That's what happens when you get old. So you know, that's a scary thought. I was reading an article this morning that they discovered years ago. They drew some uh, gro- uh, growth hormones out of a patient and applied it to 5 young men or children. I think it was children, actually, if I read it right. And now, as they've got older, like I am now, they have developed Alzheimer's. And I don't know how they done it, but they backtracked it. It came from that injection of growth hormones. The person they drew it from had the gene or whatever they cause that causes that in their system. So it got passed on. That's a scary thought. It really is, you know? Uh, oh. He was going to talk about Thunder on the Prairie on the first weekend of June, obviously. Was that when it's happening? Is the flyers out and all the official date stuff done yet?
It's the first weekend in June every year.
Okay.
You don't even have to circle it on your calendar if you know what day Saturday and Sunday is and what month June is, and you can count. It'll be there.
All right. So, but well, I mean, is the you booked your hotel, or are you staying in the? Don't they have a room there that you can stay in?
They have a bunkhouse.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So you're going again this year? That's good.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. All right. So we got Stu hosted by Defense Dad and Travis P. You know. Oh, and who else is on the committee? I don't know. Us cool kids stay in the bunkhouse. That was from Gizzard Gary. All right. How many people can it hold? The bunkhouse there.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's fairly roomy. So, uh, I mean, you're right there in the range, so you can get up, take a shower, have a coffee, and go right out to the range as opposed to having to drive from town or whatnot. So
Yeah.
it's real convenient.
Yes, it is. Up to 10 Defense Head says. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I'm starting to yawn all of a sudden. God. Seems like there are 5 bedrooms, 2 beds in each, Gizzard Gary said. So that answers that question. So about 10 people. So there you go. But I mean, I understand what you're saying there. You can get up, take a shower, go right out to the range. But instead of driving to the range, in the morning, but at the end of the day, you're more likely all going to go to town to eat anyway. So you're still driving the distance, whether it's
Not,
at night or in the morning.
not necessarily. So the first year we did it, we went to a restaurant closer to the range. It's kind of out in the country. It's a real popular place, and because of that, we had to reserve seats because I mean, it's crowded. It's a nice little place. Um, it's kind of out of the way, but people want to go there. The food was good, the service was good. So that really wasn't that long of a haul from the range as opposed to Lincoln. Then last year when we did it, we were in Lincoln, but depending on where you're staying, whether you're staying with somebody or you're staying at a hotel, you might have the exact same distance to drive to where you're staying from the restaurant. It just depends on where people decide to go to eat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
And then you would just be driving at night or in the afternoon versus in the morning and in the afternoon.
true, true. Vanessa Kitty has joined us. Good to see you. So, yeah, it's a slow night tonight. But then again, so this is only my third week back. So, I don't expect a big crowd. I never got a big crowd anyway. But, yeah. So, what was I going to talk about? Well, I talked about me shooting tomorrow. Talked about my 357. I'm trying to think. I know I should have wrote it down. You got anything you want to talk about, Squib?
No.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you fill in for me while I come up with some ideas in my head, but that's all right. I can. Yeah, driving at night is getting difficult for me too. So I saw a meme the other day. I think it's been around for a while, but it says when you get to my age, uh, friend with benefits means somebody who can drive at night. I thought it was funny. You know. Hey, Shady Hill Homestead. Good to see you. So there we go. What was that? Cost me money. Gizzard Gary. All right. So yeah. So there was something else I was going to mention. How I be honest with you, I haven't really looked, but any ballpark what that Smith and Wesson lever action price is going to be?
Talking about the magazine fed one?
Well, it has both, from what I understand.
The copy of the Henry Big Boy. Yeah, the one, the video I saw, the one was like 1,600 and the other one was like 3,200 or something.
Well, that's out of my price range.
That's what the guy said in the video. Now, is that accurate? I don't know. Oh no, wait. Henry come up with the magazine fed one. Smith and Wesson come up with a copy of the Henry for more money. So, and will they warranty it like a Henry? Look, I haven't seen a lot from SHOT Show this year. I'm really kind of avoiding it. I've watched a few people's videos. Most years I'm not interested. Not necessarily because I don't like guns or stuff like that. It's the way a lot of these people present it. Every now and then you'll see a really good video and it's like, good. That's what I want to see, the way you present it. But what I have seen this year, it looks like everybody's just copying stuff. Hey, 4 other companies make this. We're going to make it too, for reasons. So it's like Hollywood. They can't come up with a new TV show. They can't come up with a new movie. So what do? They drag the actors out of the old folks' home and prop them up in front of the camera. Or they do a remake, put a chick in it and make it gay and just ruin it. So that's my impression of SHOT Show this year is it's like, hey, somebody else is doing this. We'll just and honestly, if you think about it, the Henry Big Boy is a copy of a Marlin. So the Smith and Wesson is a copy of a copy. So whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get somebody going, don't shit on SHOT Show. Guys, you know what? It's like how many things you see at SHOT Show, and it's either unobtainium price, takes forever to get out the market. They end up discontinuing it, canceling it. The company goes out of business. They want $1 gajillion for it, So, and don't make a request to somebody to do a video at a booth while they're in Las Vegas for a week, because they won't do it unless, of course, you give them money. Then they will.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I did read that, Gizzard Gary. He said Daniel Defense is bringing back the Hudson H9 that went out of business a couple of years ago. The only person I know who's got one is Sean Connery. He's got a Hudson. He bought one when they first came out years ago.
Don't expect to see that STG from PSA anytime soon.
Vanessa says the Smith & Wesson $3,000 plus. What is not to like? The price for one. I guess, I mean, I know everything's gone up, but I think the Marlin is the budget brand, isn't it? Still,
Well,
when it comes
Ruger
to
owns
the,
that, so I don't know if Ruger jacked up the price or got rid of any warranty, or if maybe things have improved. I'm not really too sure. When I talked to the Ruger guys about Marlin back at NRAM last year, you know, the one you were supposed to go to but chickened out of,
yes.
they were total dicks when I wanted to talk to them about Marlin. You know, kind of like, oh, another guy wants to talk to us about Marlin. You know what? Then go get bent, pal.
If you don't want to talk about Marlin, shouldn't have bought the goddamn company. You know? So Vanessa's be buying a new car next year. So don't want to spend $3,000 on a firearm. I can understand that. You know? I don't know if I'm gonna. I want to buy a new firearm, but I don't know what I want. You know? But who owns Marlin nowadays? Ruger owns them. Vanessa. From what I understand, they bought them anyway. What they're doing with them, I'm not sure. But yeah, so yeah, I'm debating what kind of. See, I I want a lever action. I mean, I've got my 22 lever action, but I would like to have, bigger caliber. I was thinking even, like a pistol caliber, like a 357 or a 44 Magnum lever action. But even maybe go for real old fashioned 30-30. That's what I want. But then again, I'm a pistol guy, really. A handgun guy. I prefer handguns than I do to rifles. Don't know why. I guess maybe that's because what I started with. I don't know. But Smith & Wesson 629 is a good choice. Yeah, they are. Now I would like a model 29. That's the 44 Magnum, right? Doesn't have to be one that was made back in the 70s. I mean, I'll take a new version of it. You know, so
You can get a 29 Classic. I think they start at $1,200.
see, yeah, I think I'm just going to have to, accept the fact that prices have gone up, and any half-assed decent firearm, you're looking up there, around the $1,000 plus for it. So yeah. See what I got to look at is most of the time I put my firearms on layaway, and say it's $1,000, right? 1,000, and most places I deal with. I'm not saying there's ain't people out there do it differently. Is normally a 3-month layaway. So $1,000 divided by 3 is still a big chunk of money for me. See, that's the issue I have. If I could find somebody that would do the layaway for a longer period, 4 or 5 months, and bring the actual monthly payment that I would have to put down on it lower, it would work for me. So that's just, but that's one of my issues I got to worry about. No, so there we go. Yeah. There's what else is there on the agenda for somebody who's going to be a little bit late? He's awful late. It's 25 minutes past, and we still have no New York Outcast. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, I put out on the community tab a poll asking what they think was the best time to start this show. I put 5 to 6, or 6 to 7, or 7 to 8, like it is right now. Now, mind you, I only got 5 or 6 votes, but I got 60% saying 6 o'clock and 40% saying 7 o'clock. So I'm debating whether to do run it again just to see, because I don't know. What do you guys think? Keep it at 7, or go to 6? So just seeing everybody in the chat here what they think about it. What about you, Squib? What would you prefer?
I ain't got one.
Oh, okay. I'll just, Defense stats says go on your wrinkly fan site and you'll get the money. No, I mean, if I would scar people for life mentally, so I wouldn't do that. So, Gizzard Gary says, keep it like it is now. Keep this time, Tactical Fud says. So that's 2 for 7. So, yeah, I sort of leaning for 7 myself. But I would do as Elon Musk says on X, when he asks the poll, and whatever the outcome is, the people have spoken. So, maybe that's the way I should do it. I don't know. Hey, I'm cut in anytime you like, Squib, if you want, or people in the chat there. I'm just rambling to fill space, Oh, Defense Dad says same time makes my last hour of work go faster. All right. So that's 3 for 7 o'clock. So, and by the looks of it, that's more than I got in my actual community. I think for 7, I only got 2. I looked. I had 5 votes. 3 for 6, 2 for 7. Now I've got 3 for 7 here. So Raphael's at 7. So there you go. So it looks like 7. It looks like the people have spoken. 7 o'clock it is. So there we go. That one's settled. Mind you, if you're willing to pay me $1,000, I'll change it for you. Oh, people must have been voting on it too, Live Moose, since I looked at it earlier today. I think it was today I looked at it, or was it yesterday? So I don't know. But no, I think I'll keep it at 7. So that seems like what most people like. So yeah. Oh, went down the I said I went down the my buddy's house this morning, then went over to diner. It was the breakfast special was sausage or bacon and biscuits and gravy. That was the special for this morning. And problem is, I mean, they overload the plate. I mean, I only have it once or twice a year because there's so much of it. And it's not something I can eat every week. But sausage and biscuits, once or twice a year is pretty good. But man, they overload it. So when you get your fork and in there, and it's the gravy's so much gravy on there, it's right to the edge of the plate. And if you don't do it right, it, overflows the plate onto the table. It's but they put a hell of, but see today, was it today or the last time I had it? I can't remember. I said I don't want so much, cut it back, which they did, but they charged me the same price. So I don't know. I guess beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Sausage or bacon, yes. The bastards make you choose. That's right, Defense Dad. I think they should give both personally, you know. But then again, I think there's three biscuits smothered in gravy, then two sausage patties, or a buku bunch of bacon, either or, and a I think it's a 20-ounce tumbler. You know, I mean, you can have coffee, but I normally drink sweet iced tea, and so with that, it comes to with tax $6.19. That's what the breakfast special is every morning. Not that same meal, but the price. I think it's $6.19. I know it's just over $6. I don't know how in the hell she does it, to be quite honest with you. But then again, if you want something else off the menu, then it's still very reasonably priced there. But you're paying an extra $1.50, $2 more for your breakfast. That's less than a breakfast at McDonald's. I know it is. You get a good deal. Plus, you can sit there. Also, you can sit there for as long as you like too. You're not rushed out of there. What normally happens is I don't do it, but normally when the guys are playing, once they finish eating, they pull out the old deck of cards and play euchre. Is it euchre? Is that how you pronounce it? So they sit they're sit there for another 2 hours playing cards. So it's not a bad little. To look at it, it's a dive. It really is. And if you were to buy the restaurant, you would have to gut the kitchen and the place and bring it up to code and stuff. She only gets away with it because she's grandfathered in. She's been doing it for almost 40 years now, in the same place. It's a damn hard to eat biscuits and gravy in the car on the way to work, though. Yes, it is. But there's a will, there's a way. That's what I was always told, So I'm just rambling here, and it looks like my buddy New York Outcast is letting me down. He's not even here yet, and we're at the 7:30 mark. It's pretty sad, So anyway, did Squid take a Valium or something? He sounds unusually mellow. Oh, I thought it was funny anyway. So I was talking about that. What else is there to talk about? Not a lot. What I have been doing is I've been treating myself at least twice a month now to a Chinese. That's another a hole in the wall place I go to, but the Chinese sure does taste good, So, but the only problem is it's a at least it's a 40-minute round trip minimum, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, So, and it's takeout only. It used to be buffet style in there. Plus, you could do takeout, but when COVID hit and they stopped people going in, they just closed the buffet side down. It's takeout only now. Cash or personal checks only. No debit cards. So I do find some places that, uh, but yeah, when I walk in there and sure say hi to me, the lady behind the counter all the time, good to see you again. And I'm thinking, oh, that's nice. But it's not that she remembers me as a person. I mean, when you see me walking in the door, I'm not easy to forget. I'm a big old boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what sticks in her mind, not me as Rick. She remembers it's me. Oh, the big guy again. You know. Hey, Tony York's in the house. How you doing, Tony? Uh, you know. Uh, for a minute there, I thought he was talking about Tinder. Rick, you're a draw. Well, I've picked up a draw. You telling me I'm losing my English accent? So that you guys used to say I had, but I've never heard it myself. But but some of the guys down the diners pull me up on it every now and then. I'll say some word, you know. So I mean, I think I mentioned this the other day, or was it last year? I can't remember when. And I'm getting myself confused now again. It, well, let me introduce. Look who's showing up. New York Outcast. Nice of you to make an appearance.
Oh, good evening.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing? How you doing, Squib?
Yeah.
So sorry for the delay.
That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Now, the other day I was down the diner and, saying, you know, got a I got a flat battery. Is it flat or do you guys say dead?
Dead. We've been over this. That's that
I
bridge.
thought we had. I mentioned it once before. Yeah, but I was talking about it where because they're saying I got a draw now. They can't. They don't understand me. You know. But then I said, "Well, I lost my English accent." That's what brought this topic up. But I've just used that as an example. I'll come out with some phrase or word, and the guys down there look at me like, "What did you say?" Then I have to stop and think. Oh yeah, then I'll come out with the American equivalent of it. Oh, yeah, I mean, because I do it automatic without even thinking.
You're slipping up. You're gonna get your cover blown down there. Everybody's gonna figure out your MI6.
Oh, they already think that well, because they asked me what did I do, when I did work. I said for a big chunk of my career I worked for the U.S. government. That's what I tell them, and they all think government. They think, well, I said, yeah. And I said, I was a federal employee. Where they go, FBI, CIA. I said, no, but speak up. I said, speak up loud for my microphone can pick it up. Oh, yeah. So I know I'm on some watch list. I gotta be. So Tony York said, you should know English by now. I do. Oh, okay. You didn't say draw like in language. You said dog, as in Chinese ladies. Okay, I'm with you now. My mistake. I read it real fast. I gone back and looked at it. Yeah, you did say that. My fault. So I brought up a whole topic of the way I speak for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, I do know English by now, Tony. Actually, I was going to say I speak the Queen's English, but we don't have a Queen anymore. So I speak the King's English. You know. So no, I get it. I get it, defense dad. You know. So yeah. Oh well. So what you been up to, New York Outcast?
Uh, I don't know what to call it. I guess playing nurse or something like that. So the lady went in for surgery on her neck. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
She,
she's basically obviously, well, not obviously, but she's home and has a lot of restrictions and all that shit. So basically, I've been doing pretty much everything.
ah. But I mean, but besides you doing nearly everything, is she doing okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. She's pretty much on cloud nine or has been. So
Good
uh,
medication, huh?
yeah, yeah. So hopefully it stays that way after the medication, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Squib's going to leave us soon. I think he said his suit's getting cold. He has left us. You
uh,
know. So. All right. Tony York says, "I don't know what a cookie or a potato chip is." Yes, I do. It's a biscuit and a crisp. You know. So there you go. Not to mention a car hood, a bonnet, and a boot. That's the trunk for you Americans. You know. You know. Oh,
yeah, some of it doesn't make sense. Some of it does. I mean, the whole parkway and driveway thing, and
yeah,
yeah, it's some of it's a little weird, but I
yeah. Like a car
still think we
park.
drive on the right side of the road.
You know, we gone over this before. Like a car parking lot here, car park over there. You know. So anyway, I mean, I understand both sides. So there we go. Anyway, I was saying earlier that I'm going. It's going to be it's going to be about 55 tomorrow. Dry, bit of sunshine. So I got me 50 rounds of 380. So I'm going to practice with the old carry firearm. You know, my pimp gun. I'm still carrying a Smith & Wesson Performance Center 380 EZ with the gold barrel and trigger. You know? Uh,
Cool. Gonna work on
hitting a
anything
target.
special or just shooting?
I'm going to practice right now. I'm just going to be shooting at the target because if you remember last time I told you I went shooting, I was lousy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be able to. I was saying is I want to be able to hit my bullets within a 6-inch sort of like circle on center mass.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at 10 to 15 yards is what I'm looking for. I know they say most defense shootings are within 7 yards or something or less, but you know, but the way I look at it, if I can hit it at 10 to 15 yards, I should be able to hit it at 7. I want to be able to actually hit 10, 15 without actually really looking down the sights. I want to be able to point and shoot is what I really want to do. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Gizzard Gary. When an English person's pissed, he's not mad, he's drunk. You know? So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have to get down there and put some time in. Yeah, build
That's,
the muscle memory back up, and
yeah.
I don't know if are you shooting from like a draw, or are you just shooting from the table or whatever at your buddies, or
Well, I'm going to start off just shooting from the table. You know, if it looks like it's going good, then I'll maybe the last 3 or 4 magazines I'll do from the draw. you know. But to start with, I'm going to do it, you know, from the table, already out in front of me, ready to go. You know.
Yeah. Now, have you switched back to your dominant hand, or are you still going with your offhand?
I'm shooting left-handed right now, and it's my weekend. And more than likely, if I'm going to shoot 50 rounds, I reckon the time I got 25 shot, I'll more than likely flip over to my right hand because, as you know, this hand is not as weak now. It's not as strong as it used to be. But I just feel more comfortable drawing with my left hand. You know, either I'm drawing from the holster, or even if I'm wearing my, you know, oh look, he's carrying a gun because he's got my vest on. You know, with the inside shoulder pocket. You know, I find it easier to pull with that. You know, I might have to do the old Western border shuffle and, you know, throw it into my right hand, then shoot. I don't know, but it feels more natural to pull it out of the holster, whether it's on my waist or you know, under my arm here. It feels more natural pulling it out with my left hand than it does with my right. Plus, my right is my bad shoulder, if you guys remember. So pulling it from some days, I mean, like especially now in the wintertime, pulling from my holster, oh man, it hurts the hell out of my shoulder. And I'm thinking, well, why if I do that and I get that pain where you know, go, you know, and it could slow me up a split second, you know. So that's why I went back to the left. So there we go. Did I answer your question there, New York?
Yeah, just curious. 'Cause I know it's been a while, and I don't think we talked about it last time. So just curious how your shoulder was doing.
Yeah. So, but I said, so it's, you know, I'll shoot, and I need to also. I think another reason why I'm shooting so bad is, but as I said, I want to learn to shoot the point and shoot. Is so. I mean, the point and shoot, you're shooting one-handed anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think I'm going to start off holding two hands if I can start getting my muscle memory back. You know, so we'll see. I mean, I plan on doing a lot here with 50 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like a bit.
Yeah, I got more ammo than that, but I'm just, you know, I'll take about 150 rounds with me, but I only plan on shooting around 50. If things are going really good, I might shoot more. But
Do you have a 22 handgun?
no,
Hmm.
only my little pocket North American Arms 22, and that's a 22 Magnum.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that's my snake gun, or that's an extreme emergencies gun if I got nothing else on me, you know.
Well, it might be something to consider in the future because it's definitely cheap to shoot, and it's, you know, still shooting. So, yeah, I guess it could be compared to riding like a 250 versus, you know, 1,000 or something as far as motorcycles are concerned. But anyway, but still, yeah, in that case, riding's still riding. Yeah, shooting's still shooting. So
Yeah,
the fundamentals, getting on target or whatever, keeping you up, you know, fresh. So I think 22 is good for that purpose. So I mean, sure, it's not identical, but it's, you know, as far as felt recoil or even noise, but all in all, you know, you probably wouldn't bother you to go shoot a couple hundred rounds a 22 if you had a, you know, regular size 22, not some
oh
little
yeah.
blender
I mean, I
thing.
can borrow my friends. He's got 3 or 4 22 pistols, you know, either revolver or semi-autos.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
he said
maybe
I
you
can
should
borrow
do
them
that.
anytime I want. You know.
Take some 22 with you, so you get tired with your one because 50 rounds really ain't a lot, So,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you probably got some 22 with it, so
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
might be a good
But if
idea to
you
get some more in.
but if you do your practice or your training correctly, right, you can get a lot done with 50 rounds. You know, it's not quantity; it's the quality of your
Uh,
training or shooting, I should say.
yeah, in a sense, but not when it really comes to muscle memory. Like, going through the motions, whatnot. That's something that's, repetition, repetition, repetition. So,
Yeah,
uh, but, either way, I'm not trying to harp on anything or whatever, but I'm just stating could be something, you could shoot a lot longer, cheaper, maybe enjoy it more. And it's a win-win because it could help you with your accuracy as well.
yeah. Another thing I need to do, and I've been talking about it for months now, is I need to buy my new laser because I lost it for the 380. Practice the dry fire while I'm sitting there watching TV and shit. It all helps with the muscle memory. Being able to aim like it. I mean, and all I do is aim at people on the TV or aim at the light switch or the plug. You know what I'm saying? Or the doorknob and see if I can hit it with because the laser light hits it. That all helps. Believe it or not, it really does. But I haven't done that for months either. So I need to get it. I need to get the new one. You know, shit or get off the pot. Isn't that what they say? I need to get that done. So
Believe it is. I mean, you got your tires handled, so
yeah.
yeah. I don't know if there's anything else pressing that you're not telling us about, but
And I've got my hillbilly 4-wheel drive now too.
so there you go. Now, were you complaining about your battery earlier or something?
Oh no,
Like,
I was
things that
using that.
popped in?
I was just using that as an example, where the guys
All right.
down the diner look at me kind of weird when I come out with some of these English expressions. That's what I was talking about there.
Okay. So yeah, and you got to start a little savings fund then.
Yeah. Well,
You don't already have one because you were supposed to already kind of have one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've had issues.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I was talking earlier though about buying a new firearm, but hell, I mean, prices have gone up. There ain't no two ways around it. And if you want a half-ass decent firearm, you're looking at anywhere from real low end 700 to over 1,000 for half-ass decent firearm nowadays. And because what I was asking was the original question was,
Depends what you're going for, but
I was asking how much the Smith and Wesson new lever action is. Was my original question. People said it ain't cheap. So I haven't even bothered to look it up. But, I mean, I just haven't. But it caught my eye the other day. I saw some, and I didn't actually even watch. I saw a video come up on my feed. One of those reviews. All I looked at was the thumbnail. Basically, I didn't actually watch the video. So maybe I should do that. So, yeah. But where I was going with this, if it's over a safe argument's sake, even if I wanted to get another different brand name, say you're looking at, $1,200. Most places that I do business with, yes, they do a layaway, but it's only a 3-month layaway. $1,000 divided by 3 is still a big chunk of money. The way I look at it, so
you could do a layaway to yourself. You just don't get it right now.
I know. But that's something always happens, and I got to dip into it. You know, that's the
Well,
problem.
would you pay it if you had it on layaway?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but see, but
you
I
gotta
go down the
disconnect
store
it in your
and
mind.
I hand my money over,
Right.
so the money's gone.
So
Me
hand it
doing it
over to an envelope.
no,
And it's
because
gone.
I can reach the envelope. I can get it. I can get at the envelope.
That's when the good hand smacks the bad hand, and you tell yourself, "No, no, Ricky, no."
Nah, it doesn't work that way. You know, hey, come on, let's be realistic. It doesn't work that way with me. You know, it's oh god, I need one of them. Oh, I got a couple of $100 in an envelope over there. I only borrow 75. I'll put it back. You know what happens? The 75 never gets put back. You know, then the next time you got to make the payment, you got to put more in to get it back even again. So it never works for me. So I'm better off giving it to the store. Say, here's my payment. That way they've got it. It's done. I can cry all I want. I don't have the money because I gave it to them. You know. See, I know myself. You know. There we go. Anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock, and I'm going to wind this up for two reasons. You know, I haven't eaten yet, and I don't know what I'm having, and I haven't figured that one out yet. And two, I gotta hit the restroom. You know, when you get and I did let people know. I don't know that everybody was here when I do my show next Wednesday. You know, it's my birthday next Wednesday. I just happened to notice that the show will be on my birthday next week. And I done that quiz again in the room here, the poll, staying at 7 o'clock. So there we go. Defense Dad never bought a gun on a layaway personally. Huh. Well, normally, what I normally do before the pre-COVID, it's like I like to call it, when guns were reasonably priced, I would put the firearm on layaway, put down 25, 30%. Then by the time the next month come around and I got paid again, I go buy the damn thing. I wouldn't stretch it out because I want it. I want instant gratification. I want it now. So.
I don't think I've ever used a layaway. Definitely not a firearm, but not even those like Christmas club things or whatever people do, I guess. I don't know. So, to me, it's just you stash it away, man. If you really want it, you'll make it happen. If you don't, then maybe you didn't really need it anyway.
Yeah.
Same thing with cars or anything else.
I totally understand. I totally understand what you're saying. I really do. And I've gone over this with you guys for years. I'm getting a hell of a lot better, believe it or not. I might never get it right by the time I die, but at least I'm trying. That's the way I look at it. So, anyway, I'm going to wind this up because I spent the whole hour just waffling on. I was left on my own because I was having technical issues at the beginning again. And what was throwing me off is it's using StreamYard. Is what happened was I would set it up on YouTube, then go to StreamYard and set it up. Then when I go back to YouTube, there's two there. And I'm thinking, well, which one's which? So it took me 3 goes before I figured that out. That why don't I just do it on StreamYard first? Then when the one comes up on YouTube, that's the one I use. Oh, So there we go. And that was my technical issue tonight. Anyway, with that said, do you have? I know you were late, and I appreciate you showing up with your lady being convalescent and you taking care of her. Do you have anything you want to shout out or say there, New York Outcast?
Not much. Just apologize I was late. To anybody that may matter to or whatever. Other than that, thanks for swinging by. Yeah, thanks Squib for jumping in here and helping you out for a little while, even though he couldn't say hi to me, asshole. Other than that, eat a salad, stay cool, and we'll probably see you next time.
I will be. Yes, I appreciate it. Yes, I will be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So for everybody who stopped by in the chat, I really appreciate it. It makes me feel good that some of the regulars are still stopping by even after my hiatus of a few months. I really do appreciate it. So I'll say good night to everybody. So good night, guys. See you next week. Bye, Sabrina.